Discernment is your inner GPS. Imagine you're driving on a windy road. The sun's setting, and there's a faint flicker of uncertainty in the air. What do? Do you ignore it? Trust the path ahead is fine? Or do you slow down, feel the vibe, and pay attention to those subtle signs that tell you something's not quite right? That's your gut, your inner compass. It's not some wishy-washy, good vibe only nonsense. It's a hardwired, biological alert system. It's telling you, hey, pay attention, this matters. This isn't about feeling something for the sake of it, no. It's instinctual. It's like being in a room when someone who's pretending to know something you've studied for years. They're talking a lot, but it feels like a script, right? Your brain goes, wait, this doesn't add up, and bam, ding, ding, ding. Discernment. It's firing on all cylinders. In the real world, we've all been there. You're sitting with someone, listening to their shallow babble, and you just know they're full of shit. You don't have to start a fight with them. You don't have to correct them or engage in some dumb verbal sparring. They're an NPC, a non-player character in your world. They're programmed in their role to teach you where to stand. You, my friend, are the mountain, unshakable, solid, unmoved. While the wind blows, you're rooted in your truth. You don't need to be pushed over by the wind. You stand firm and strong, knowing exactly who you are. Now, the thing about these NPCs is, they can suck the life out of you. They're like energy vampires. Each time you let yourself get caught in their loop, their predictable, shallow drama-filled world, you're giving them your gold, your energy, your power, and for what? To engage in mindless, unproductive chatter? Hell no. Let me make this clear. Your energy is gold. Every time you give it away to someone who isn't truly listening, who doesn't care about real, meaningful conversations, you're draining your reserves. The system, the one that's constantly pulling at you, trying to keep you distracted, fearful, weak, it loves this. It wants you tired and distracted, so you don't notice how powerful you truly are. So what do you do instead? Protect that gold. Guard it like the most precious resource that you have. Because spoiler alert, it is. Let me ask you this. What would happen if you started to truly protect your energy? What if instead of getting sucked into every drama, you decided, nope, not today? What if every time you felt your energy being drained, you turned around, looked inward and recalibrated? When you protect your energy, you're no longer a leaf in the wind. You're the tree. You're solid. You're rooted in your truth. And guess what happens when you're rooted in your truth? You start shifting things. You start shifting your reality. People notice the change. They feel the power. You stop playing by the system's rules and start creating your own. This is when things get real. And here's the kicker. When you're grounded, when you're not being distracted by low-level vibrations or drama and NPCs, you start to grow. Like a plant soaking up sunlight. You expand, you rise. Your energy becomes magnetic. And that magnetic energy, it pulls in opportunities, people and situations that match your elevated frequency. Think about your life right now. How much of your energy is being given away to things, people or situations that don't really matter? You're in a job that doesn't respect your time. You're talking to people who don't get it. You're fighting battles that aren't even yours to fight. Imagine this. What if you shifted that? What if instead of draining yourself, you started guarding your gold? What if you invested your energy, only in things that made you grow, things that pushed you towards your highest potential. The science behind this is simple. Where attention goes, energy flows. Every time you focus on something, you're feeding it energy. The more you focus on something, the stronger it grows. So why the hell would you feed something that doesn't nourish your soul? Why give your energy to people who aren't listening, to situations that are draining, to thoughts that are negative and limiting? Here's where the rubber meets the road. Not protecting your energy, it isn't just a missed opportunity. It's a form of self-sabotage. You're handing over your power, and the universe is going to take it, because you've given it permission. You keep getting stuck in the loop of drama and shallow interactions, and it drains you more and more. Now let's talk about fear. I know you're sitting there thinking, but I can't just not engage. What will people think of me? I can't just walk away from every conversation. Here's the truth. Fuck them. You're not here to please everyone. You're here to protect your energy and to create your own reality. If they don't like you standing strong in your truth, then that's their issue, not yours. And here's the thing about that fear. It's just a story that you're telling yourself. You've been conditioned to believe pleasing others is how you fit in, but in reality, it's your resistance to that fear that's going to change your life. When you stop letting fear dictate your actions, you're going to start seeing results. The energy that you've been wasting on other people's drama will be redirected back at you. And that's when the magic happens. We all have patterns that we fall into, don't we? The I should stay in this job I hate, or the I should keep talking to this person, even though they drain me type of patterns. These are the loops that you've been programmed into, often by society or upbringing, or just sheer habit. But they're not who you are. They're just the old software running in the background. When you stop these patterns in their tracks and shift your focus, when you take your energy back and keep it protected, you disrupt the entire system. You're interrupting the pattern of powerlessness and stepping into your true power. Let's say you're in a conversation and someone is all caught up in their drama, their low-level energy. You feel the pull to engage. Here's what you can do. Pace and lead. First you pace them. You meet them where they are. You listen. But then, instead of getting dragged in, you lead. You lead with your energy. You shift the conversation. You shift the vibe. You can gently, without confrontation, steer them toward a higher frequency. And here's the thing. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. That's the beauty of pacing and leading. When you show up as the rock, grounded and solid, you create a ripple effect that shifts the entire dynamic. You elevate the energy in the room, and you keep your gold, and you create a reality that you want to live in. This is the truth, and it's raw, it's real. Protect your energy, trust your gut, keep your gold, and stop giving it to anyone who doesn't deserve it. You're not here to play small. You're here to expand, grow, and rise to the highest level of power possible. So step into it.